欢迎各位来到全球首档无语别青年演讲节目。Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the world first multilingual youth talk show, Hey the World!
飞翔源于勇敢，勇敢源自热爱。当我在空中飞翔，我听见了风和自由的声音。人生可以有很多选择，
动筷子吧。
谁是你老弟？
苏一鸣，
每一种选择都源于热爱。热爱是一种能量，推动你去认识这个世界，学会坚定地相信自己。努力永远会给你答案，梦想就是此生热爱与天赋的最高表达形式。我是苏一鸣，我与世界说。Hey everyone, I'm Su Yiming, a professional Chinese snowboarder and Olympic champion. Some of you may already know my story. 3 days before my 18th birthday, I received the most precious birthday gift ever, winning an Olympic gold medal at the snowboard figure during the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics. But 10 years ago, when I was just a kid, I said I would never be a professional snowboarder.
再也不想听着滑雪这俩字儿。如果当业余爱好，我每天都想玩。如果走专业，我天天练，我觉得我会就是很腻。
I'd rather take on snowboarding as a hobby, not as a professional career. If I practice snowboarding every day, I would get bored of it. As is often said, the internet never forgets. To be honest, if I had known that snowboarding meant so much to my future life, or that in 10 years' time, the innocent speech would be watched over and over by netizens, I swear I could definitely have shot 2 eyes before speaking. At the time, I was not aware that my passion for snowboarding was all written in the start. I will always love the sports all my life. I was born in Jilin City in the northeast of China. My parents loved snowboarding and took me to snowboard when I was just 4 years old, and it wasn't long until I was better than them. Unfortunately, at the age of 6, I was hit by someone while snowboarding and fracture of my side bone. As a little kid then, I just felt physical pain and I didn't think about too much else. When I woke up in the hospital, I remember the first thing my mom told me was, "Baby, we can't give up snowboarding." I know that they didn't mean to ask me to achieve great success. They just didn't want me to get used to backing down and giving up easily when I encountered difficulties. Indeed, they do know that I love snowboarding with my head and soul, and it's quite common for athletes to go through setbacks and injuries. Even if they might be distressed when I get hurt, they always respect and support my choice even today. Parents are the first teachers of their children. My parents are the best ones when I come to my passion and dedication to snowboarding. At the age of 8, I was invited to play off the roles of Xiao Shuanzi in the action movie The Taking of Tiger Mountain because I was skilled at snowboarding. It never occurred to me that I would be nominated for the Best Newcomer at the 35 Hong Kong Filming Awards. After that, I had the idea to becoming a professional actor, so my mom took me to the various auditions, accompanied me on the set, took care of my daily life, and helped me improve my performance. Everything went very well. However, just a year after the movie came out, Beijing wanted to host the 2022 Winter Olympics. When the encouraging news was announced on TV, an imaginative picture suddenly popped into my mind. That is, I was standing on the podium wearing the 5-star red flag. That is the moment I envied the most when I watching the Olympic Games. Then I immediately said to my mom, I want to participate in Beijing Olympics. I want to be an Olympic champion. They encouraged me that love begets passion and releases the greatest potential of individual. After the Winter Olympics, many people called me a snowboarding prodigy. What I want to tell you is that sports do need talent, but talent alone is not enough. If you aim to become a top professional athlete, the hardest and the most professional training is key. At that time, the person who changed my life appeared. He is Japanese coach Yasuhiro Sato. When I first met him, the initial problem we encountered was language. At that time, I could not speak Japanese and he could not speak Chinese, so we had to communicate in English. My English was still not that good at the time. With some gestures and guessing, we can barely communicate with each other. After getting to know each other, he could call me Xiaoming. I could teach him some Chinese and learn Japanese by myself. As a result, our conversation is mixed in Chinese, English, and Japanese. It's often like a secret code that only the two-person of us can understand. But I actually enjoy this kind of communication and find it very interesting. Also because of epidemic, we were separated from each other and he could only get me slow video chat. Over the past 4 years, although we have been in different countries for most of the time, I can feel that he stays by my side all the time. Sato-san himself said this is love. Definitely without Sato-san, I would now be on the podium. After winning the gold medal, we hugged each other and cried. Although we didn't say the word, we both understood each other's feelings. To put in Chinese, Sato-san is both of a mentor and a companion for me. And the media praise us as a model of friendship between China and Japan. For me, we are beyond coach and student or friends. We are more like brothers or fathers and a son. We are like a family. Before every competition, he always gives me a big hug, which is make me full of warmth and strength. I don't need to say anything, but he gets me. After the Winter Olympics, he did not return to Japan immediately. Instead, he left after celebrating my birthday. He often told the media that he loves me very much, and I want to tell him here today that I also love you very much, Sato-san. It is our common love for snowboarding, as well as our relationship as friends, brother, family. That gives me immense strength to always challenging myself to be higher, faster, and stronger. Is this passion really the powerful? The answer is positive. Passion begets persistence. I have suffered multiple injuries and setbacks, but I didn't know how long I can hang out without the passion. With the passion comes endurance. The day-to-day training seems to be tough and tedious, but my dedication for this passion makes me feel that it is never a torment, but a pleasure to enjoy. It is also that passion that led me to my coach, that motivated me to stand side by side with my hero on the podium, and presented me with the best coming-of-age gift in the world on my 18th birthday. The media often asked me why my English is so good. It's very simple because I like to make friends from all over the world. I often chat with them. So I gradually get the hang of it because of this common passion. Over the years, when I go to training and compete in the competition abroad, I have made many friends with athletes from all over the world. Every time I train or compete with them, I can feel their purest passion for snow sports, which is what we share in common, just as the saying goes. Love is common language of humankind. So no matter which country you come from, which language you speak, as long as we share a common passion, I believe that all barriers in communication can be removed. As a Chinese snowboarder, I have experienced the development of ice and snow sports in our country over the years. It is true that we are standing late, but we are progressing rapidly. Now we have reached the goals to engage 300 million people in ice and snow activities. Moreover, the successful hosting of Beijing Winter Olympics is proof of the progress. What distinguishes ice and snow sports from other sports is that it features more on challenging natural conditions. Though the sport itself is challenging already, so it motivates you to face the difficulties directly and accurately, which is why I believe our country vigorously promotes ice and snow sports. Of course, this is why I love sports for myself. I really want to pass on my passion for snowboarding to everyone. Just as the Olympic Charter states, Olympiadom is philosophy of life, exalting and combining in a balance hold the qualities of body, will, and mind. Here, passion is an energy that can provide the greatest nourishment to the mind and the spirit. And sportsmanship comes from a kind of love, which is love for oneself, family, and friends, and love for the world and the entire humanity. So here I want to call on the young people like me all over the world to find your passion, follow it, stick to it, promote it. So translate sportsmanship into extension of this passion and promote this power of passion through sportsmanship to all mankind. I'm Su Yiming. Thank you all.
Thank you, Yiming, for coming with us today. And you just gave us such a wonderful speech. And we know you are such young, but you have so many extraordinary achievements. And I'm just a little bit curious. Actually, you have many choices, but why you choose to be a snowboarder in Korea?
I started snowboarding when I was 4. The first time my parents took me to the mountain, especially first time when I ride. I know this is gonna be the one I will never forget. This is gonna be my favorite sport ever. So I keep doing what I love and decide to be pro snowboarder when I was 14. And I always had the dream to get gold medal at Beijing 2022.
Wow, that's really amazing because you just keep the thing you love is really, really important, right? And I heard that you have 3 dreams. The first one is to get a qualification to participate in the Winter Olympic in China. You got it. And the second one is to stand on the podium to win the gold medal for China. You got it. So your third dream is to get the offer from the dream school, right?
Yeah.
So are you ready for that?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I will try my best to get it.
Definitely, you can always do your best and do a model things for the young people. Thank you so much to do that. And actually, I really wanted to introduce, this is a group of the global youth representative from all around the world. And they are coming here today and to listen from your speech. And I think your speech definitely will inspire them a lot. So let's give a time to them.
一鸣你好，今天真的是非常高兴能够在这里见到你啊。我的一个问题是哈，你是怎么样保持你的这种状态的呢？比方说训练中也会遇到一些困难，不一定都是很正面的情绪，也可以讲讲你的故事吗？或者你的一些思考、你的心得？谢谢。
其实就像我一直以来说的，其实我从4岁开始接触单板滑雪那一刻，我就知道这个运动肯定是我在以后一直想做的，因为我真的是发自内心的热爱。虽然遇到了很多困难，但是我特别享受这个过程。虽然每次遇到了困难，可能会有心灵上的打击，或者会有很多挫折，但是我觉得，如果现在出了问题，你在这个困难中找到经验、找到解决的办法，是对以后成长经历更好的一个帮助吧。所以我也很珍惜每次遇到困难、遇到坎坷的这段经历。在这个时候，我就告诉自己，总有一段时间会过去，会把这个困难克服掉。不管怎么样，我知道我都是在做自己内心最热爱的一事儿。
Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anyone to want to share with us?
Hi, my name is Hassani. I'm from the United States of America. After living in China for a little while and having studied Chinese, I've realized that Chinese people really do have a lot of stress and pressures in their lives, but they're able to meet all of these pressures and obstacles with a very positive mindset, and they're able to overcome a lot of things. And I would always encourage people to be as forward-thinking as possible, to interact with people who you may not usually interact with, or to meet other people, to learn someone else's language, to expose yourself to new things. And in doing things like that, you will be able to learn more about yourself and also expose yourself to the beautiful things that exist in the world. Just like myself, I started learning Chinese when I was 13 years old, and I'm still learning Chinese now. And this is something that I consider to be a great success in my life because it's something that I've continued to do throughout my life and has allowed me to expose myself to other people all over the world. And I'm very thankful for that.
Wow, thank you for sharing with us. It's really good to hear from other countries' voice, right?
Yeah.
其实很多人会说我们这一代年轻人呈现出一种比较消极的状态，但是我觉得就是我们这一代年轻人，整体而言还是非常积极向上的。他们可能说年轻人躺平了，其实我觉得并没有，就是很多年轻人都在保持着不停奔跑、不停的奋斗的状态。比如说疫情期间，很多年轻的医疗工作者，他们都来自于90后甚至是 Z 时代，他们都是勇往直前，不怕困难。很多人都是像苏一鸣这样的年轻运动员，在赛场上奋勇拼搏，为国争光。所以我觉得这一代年轻人基本呈现出是一种积极向上的精神状态。可能躺平只是我们对自己一种调侃，自己一种自嘲。但是呢，我们可能是希望通过躺平这样一种短暂的休息，能够让自己能够更好的进入下一阶段的奋斗。这是我的理解，谢谢。
好，谢谢。And actually, personally, I just have a confusion. I think there's many times in life there's a distance between what I love and what I'm good at. So sometimes love something and being good at something is just like two different things. So today, I also want to ask everyone here about your ideas. So how can you just keep this kind of a balance?
私は日本から来ました。蘇翊鳴選手のコーチも日本人だと思うんですが、私は蘇翊鳴選手の試合を見て中日の友好や絆がとても強いなと思いました。私は趣味と才能は同じではないと考えています。私は中学生の時からバレーボールをしており、過去には何度か賞を取ったこともあるのですが、バレーボールを将来のお仕事にはできないと考えております。実際、全ての人がバレーボール選手とかスポーツ選手になれるわけではありません。ですがバレーボールは私に多くの希望や動力を与えてくれました。時に趣味と才能は同じではないかもしれない。しかし私は目標と結果も同じではないと考えています。なので私たちの人生も趣味と才能だけで形成されているわけではないので、目標とか自分が夢中になるものがあることもとっても素敵なことで幸せなことだと思います。
It's kind of hard for me, but luckily I'm doing what I love, and at the same time, I'm kind of good at it with the snowboarding. But I still love like so many sports because I tried so many sports when I was young. My parents just let me try everything, right? Ice skate and surfing, everything. But I know like after 14, I had this dream like to be in Olympic Games, right? I know it's kind of hard, like super hard. So I have to like really focus on what I'm doing. So I stopped doing like surfing, skate. I just have to focus on snowboarding for the past 4 years. But still, like when I have the time, I'm still going to surfing, I'm still going skating, and even like fishing with friends, you know, yeah.
It's really hard to imagine you were just doing the snowboard and then you're just trying to do something like fishing.
Yeah, like a way different. That's
wow,
like
it's totally different, but it's all about life.
Yeah.
Right, it's all about the challenge and the grow up.
Yeah.
It's really good to hear from you. And in addition, of the member of the Global Youth Representative here, and they come here for us to this speech, and we know that there are so many young people from all around the world watching our talk show right now. And now let's connect with the friends overseas. So now have a look.
Ciao, sono Marzia e sono in Italia, sono a Padova, nel nord Italia, vicino a Venezia. E innanzitutto volevo farti le congratulazioni per il tuo regalo di compleanno, la tua vittoria dell'oro olimpico a 18 anni. Ho ascoltato il tuo discorso e mi ha davvero ispirato, ci ha davvero ispirato, quindi davvero congratulazioni. Si è vista proprio la tua passione, la tua tenacia e quanto serva a raggiungere i propri sogni e i propri obiettivi. Infatti gli sport olimpici sono comunque molto competitivi, molto difficili e si vede come soltanto la passione e l'amore per lo sport possa aiutare a superare questi ostacoli e la frustrazione, la noia e alla fine raggiungere il proprio sogno proprio come hai fatto tu. Sono visti tanti altri ragazzi agli sport olimpici invernali a Pechino competere in sport sul ghiaccio e sulla neve e tutti quanti hanno mostrato come la loro passione aiuti a raggiungere i propri sogni e a raggiungere questi obiettivi nonostante siano così giovani. Speriamo che continuino a seguire seguire le loro passioni proprio come hai fatto tu. Ciao!
Thank you for the young people sharing their opinions to us, and this is a process to making a dream come true, maybe full of the bumps and obstacles. Always try our best and never give up. So one day we might be the champion of our life. So now, Su Yiming, please share your proposal to the world and light it up, please.
I propose to pass on the power of love to the world.
Thank you, Yiming, for sharing your stories and your proposal to the world. And love is a magic source of the power, and the dream is combination of talent and passion in life. I hope that young people all around the world can find what they love and break through the obstacle and enjoy it. Thank you so much for coming with us. Bye. Thank you, everyone. This is Hey the World.
Olympiadom is philosophy of life, exalting and combining in a balance hold the qualities of body, will, and mind. Here, passion is an energy that can provide the greatest nourishment to the mind and the spirit.
Ici, l'amour est la meilleure nourriture pour l'âme et l'esprit.
And sportsmanship comes from a kind of love, which is love for oneself, family, and friends, and love for the world and the entire humanity.
А спортивный дух также рождается из любви.
هذا الحب هو حب الذات وحب للعائلة والأصدقاء.
Más que eso, es amor por el mundo y por toda la humanidad.